UH Energy brings critical issues in energy to the university in our annual Symposium series. The fourth and final topic of the 2015-2016 series is Navigating the Future of Personal Transportation. Every year, new ideas and innovations are developed improving the way we get around. With the latest advances in alternative fuels, electric vehicles, self-driving vehicles, and newer infrastructures, the transportation industry is experiencing a major transition with safer and more energy and economically efficient modes of personal transportation. What new methods of transportation will own the future? Will traditional gas-powered automobiles become a thing of the past? Since its invention around the turn of the 20th century, gas-powered automobiles have seen nothing but growth in both global production and demand. An annual study by IHS Automotive reveals there are over 250 million cars traveling over 2 trillion vehicle miles each year in the United States. While driving an automobile is the most popular means of personal transportation, and car ownership is nearly universal, drivers still experience many hassles and inefficiencies, expressly in heavy populated cities like Houston, where vehicle ownership is not only a status symbol, but the status quo. Major investments are being made to accommodate the rising demand for personal transportation. Regulations on fuel economy and CO2 emissions are compelling carmakers to make engines more efficient. Goldman Sachs estimates that by 2025, 25% of cars sold will have electric engines, up from 5% today. Most of those will be hybrids, and 95% of cars will continue to rely on fossil fuels for power. Automakers will have to make internal combustion engines more energy efficient to comply with the new standards. Interest in electric drive vehicles is expected to increase as major companies like Tesla Motors, Nissan, and Chevrolet lead production with a cumulative 240,000 plus units sold in 2015. It is currently estimated that there are over 410,000 electric vehicles on the road in the U.S. today and over 1.2 million worldwide, according to the 2015 Hybrid Market Dashboard. Almost all major car manufacturers have added them to their fleet. Have you heard of the Google self-driving car? Since the start of the Google X project to develop innovative technology for electric cars, self-driving vehicles have also received an increasing amount of interest. Autonomous vehicles use both map and sensor information to determine where it is in the world. It's equipped with a detailed GPS to guide itself and then communicate their positions with other cars to control speed and avoid collisions. Since testing began in the mid-2000s, Google claims that they have driven over 1 million autonomous miles without a single collision or accident that was not caused by human error from another driver. There are currently 4 states where autonomous vehicles are legal and can be driven on any road. Google plans to make their vehicles available to the public by the year 2020. With increasing levels of urbanization, cities are developing new ways to get around in a metropolitan area quickly and investing more than ever into their public transportation systems. Investing in new infrastructure technology could also change how we get from one city to another. Current transportation infrastructure in the U.S., especially major highways and bridges, is inadequate and outdated. As road congestion worsens and the roads reach the end of their lifespan, large investments are necessary to update highways, roads, and bridges countrywide. It involves extensive planning and budgeting. President Obama included this in his 2009 Recovery Act, and thus far, it has made no headway in Congress. Entrepreneur and CEO of SpaceX and Tesla Motors, Elon Musk, recently introduced a new concept that would transform road infrastructure by virtually eliminating it: the Hyperloop. Imagine riding on a high-speed air cushion driven by linear induction motors and air compressors. With preliminary analysis showing an average speed of around 600 miles per hour with a top speed of 760 miles per hour, the Hyperloop would take travel time to a significant low, lower than any other transit system. That's faster than the cruising speed of a commercial plane. Also increasing dramatically in urban areas is the public use of ride-sharing apps such as Uber and Lyft. These companies optimize smartphones to send a car to the riders and take them wherever they need. Uber, which launched just 6 years ago, claims to give over 1 million rides a day around the world and is now estimated to be worth over $62 billion. If the current trend of ride-sharing continues to grow, and if public transportation becomes more efficient, the question arises if parking structures would become obsolete. With all of these new ideas and innovations, what effects will be seen in the U.S. energy sector? How will major energy companies be impacted if our technology continues to advance? If our transportation became more fuel efficient, how would it affect our environment? We invite you to join us for a discussion that will begin to answer these questions on Tuesday, March 29th at 5:30 p.m. in the UH Student Center South, Houston room. The symposium will feature a panel of guest speakers, including Quincy Allen, District Engineer for Texas Department of Transportation, Emil Frankel, Interim President and CEO for Eno Center for Transportation, Ken Laberteaux, Senior Principal Scientist for Toyota Research Center North America, and Joshua Schank, Chief Innovation Officer for Los Angeles County Metropolitan Transportation Authority. Moderating the symposium will be Gail Delaughter, transportation reporter for Houston Public Media. We look forward to a great discussion and hope to see you there.